Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we've got ourselves a $2.77 trillion crypto market and an $82,000 Bitcoin. The market has been going pretty nuts. XRP pulled back some to 57 cents. It was there, now it's 58 cents, and it had gotten as high as 60 or so cents. Everything's getting exciting, folks. Ryan Selkis says it right. The crypto markets are up $500 billion since Trump was reelected. The Trump pump. If there ever was a thumbnail, that's it. Just in $725 billion Bernstein urges investors to add exposure to Bitcoin and crypto as soon as possible. We will keep it simple. Don't fight this. eGrag Crypto. XRP under 40 times. That's manipulated. He's talking about this cycle. In my honest opinion, if XRP does anything less than 40 times after missing the last cycle, it would feel like pure manipulation and fall way short of expectations. Price target aside, well, I'm gonna do the math. We just saw 58 cents. I want to see what that comes to. 0.58 times 40 would be 20. $23.20. Is there anybody listening? I'm trying to get my pen ready. $23.20. That would be freaking awesome. Crunching the numbers, possible targets from cycle low of 28 cents. Impressive $11. I'm assuming I did that math right. He said 40 times. It's 58 cents times 40 is 23.20. There you go. From cycle low of 28, 40 times could take XRP to, I don't know how he's getting that because I just did the math. If it's at 58 cents now, 40 times, maybe he's saying 40 times after minute, huh? Okay. Anyway, 50 times, he's got $14. My math on my phone does not agree with that. It's about double what he said. Okay, but anyway, you get the point. He thinks things are about to go nuts. If XRP hit $27, that would be mind-blowing 96 times from cycle bottom. Okay, maybe he's talking about not the 58 cents, but from cycle bottom. Okay, here's Charles Hoskinson now. Regardless of what you feel about Charles Hoskinson, what he's saying about what's going to happen with these markets is true. The market right now is 2.77 trillion. Brad Garlinghouse predicted 5 trillion by the end of 2024. Many people are saying this thing is going to be a 50 to 100 trillion dollar market before it's over.
There are $20 trillion of real world assets that are waiting to enter the cryptocurrency space. There's $100 trillion of global markets that the cryptocurrency space can expand to. And cryptocurrencies will enter mainstream consumers' everyday lives, and all Fortune 500 companies will adopt them. That is the reward for cooperation, that is the reward for objectivity, and that's the reward for fairness in the rulemaking that comes forward. Every single leader in this industry has to recognize that and realize that this is a very rare moment where we get that reset. And if we act with humility and we act with unity, that reset will happen quickly, and we will be able to get a very significant package of bills passed during the next 2 years. As these conversations are ongoing, I won't comment any more on them, and we'll just wait for the transition to do its process. And I look forward to seeing the specific ethics requirements, and I look forward to seeing the other things that come to play, and also understanding what the balance is between the legislative branch and the cooperation there and the executive branch of the United States, because it's
okay. Now we've got this is Cowboy X, IOHK, and Charles Handel stands for Input Output Hong Kong, where his foundation was incorporated. Now known, he's changed the name to Input Output Global. Charles also supposedly introduced the Chinese Wang Zhang to Ethereum in the early years before he left. And here's Modern Investor. This guy used to be huge and he kind of disappeared, but he's right about what he's saying here.
Thrilled and already excited for Ripple to go public so that that's no longer in the news, and for XRP to get an ETF because they seem to be the most enthusiastical when it comes to wanting something. You don't hear a lot about Cardano ETFs anymore. People tried to talk about a Dogecoin ETF that was body slammed to the ground immediately. There is no institutional demand for Dogecoin except for people who love Elon Musk. XRP seems the most likely, but we've had many curveballs before. It doesn't help when the CEO of Ripple keeps saying once a week that he thinks it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's coming. It's going to be there. We're going to get it. I think, last point, I think 2025 is going to be a very eye-opening year, if you will, simply for... Usually what happens is, for those of you who don't know, during a bull run, like things get a little crazy, obviously, but a lot of things end up launching very, very quick. As long as there's big money to be made, big money in the background will make sure that it goes through. And that, I mean, we're nodding in the direction of BlackRock here. If Bitcoin goes to 200, 300,000, XRP's at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all these other things like that, and there's more money to be made on top of it, by launching ETFs, they're going to get launched if BlackRock wants them to be based.
Well, that's correct. Okay, this is Matt Hogan from Bitwise, the CIO at Bitwise, working on our 2025 predictions right now. Sneak peek 2025 is going to be wild. I like it. Look at this. Fruition Productions has changed the name of XRP Unleashed. It's being retitled to Rigged from the Start, exposing the SEC's war on crypto. XRP Unleashed will still appear in the final moments of the film to show our rise after this long battle, but we must adjust the main title so that we can get the story to those outside of the crypto community. To be clear, nothing else has changed about the film. This is still the story of the struggle of the XRP army and corruption of the SEC. I like the new name. I think it's think about that. When people see that, if they saw XRP Unleashed, a lot of people don't know what XRP is, and they would be like, well, what's that? But when they see exposing the SEC's war on crypto, rigged from the start, it's your average person out there that knows nothing about crypto might be drawn to that. Stephen Narioff is calling for Gary Gensler's immediate resignation. You continue to silence me of my knowledge of the SEC's illegal activities under your regulation by enforcement reign. Your plan backfired. Since I know where the bodies are buried, and in the case proof of malfeasance is needed to remove you, in case proof of malfeasance is needed to remove you, I'll direct Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and JD Vance to shed light on illegal activities conducted or covered up under your watch, a few of which are Ripple, the CCP, ETHgate, protecting illegal naked short selling against Donald Trump, Trump Media, Overstock, Follow the Money, Expose the Liars, Balance the Powers, Level the Playing Field, Accountability is Coming, TikTok. I love it. So, everything that's happening is so great. Just in, MicroStrategy acquired 27. Crazy Michael Saylor has acquired another 27,200 Bitcoin for $2.03 billion, averaging 74,463 per Bitcoin between October 31st and November 10th, 2024. Like I keep saying, it's either for Michael Saylor, he's either going to be the richest person in the world, or he's going to be in a padded cell, and I don't think there's any in between here. I can confirm that huge news is coming this week for Bitcoin, 100% guaranteed. You will want to turn on the bell for this one. Just think about what the crypto market is going to do when Gary Gensler announces that he's resigning. Just think about that one. Then Tyler Winklevoss, the Twitter files for Operation Choke Point 2.0 are going to be fire. We love it. Digital Perspectives, Brad Combs, he is reminding everyone, Remember when they said pre-allocated contracts didn't exist? We've had confirmations for years. This is from 2020.
It's quite funny. One of the big questions that I was asked when I was talking to people about XRP, they said, what price do you sell XRP to the financial institutions that you're dealing with here? Do you give them a discount, and is there a lockup? Can you answer those questions? Because this kept coming up.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, let's use MoneyGram as the example. When MoneyGram is moving money from US dollar to Mexican peso, they're buying at market. They're not, there's no special sweetheart deal there. There are times when we work with institutional investors who might say, hey, we want to buy $10 million of XRP, and we would have lockups that would prevent them from dumping. We don't want some other party buying a whole lot of XRP and dumping it on the market. And so we would hypothetically have restrictions about what they could sell and what, how often. And usually those are based upon volume in the market.
Yeah, so you might give them it slightly cheaper, but you say to them, hey, you're not allowed to sell it for 6 months, let's say, or a year.
Yeah, correct. That's basically correct.
Okay, so that's pre-allocated contracts. Now I want to finish with this. Tucker Carlson, what in the hell is going on in the U.S. Senate? Hours after Donald Trump wins the most conclusive mandate in 40 years, Mitch McConnell engineers a coup against his agenda by calling early leadership elections in the Senate. 2 of the 3 candidates hate Trump and what he ran on. One of them, John Cornyn, is an angry liberal whose politics are indistinguishable from Liz Cheney's. The election is Wednesday. It's by secret ballot, and it will determine whether or not the new administration succeeds. Rick Scott of Florida is the only candidate who agrees with Donald Trump. Call your senator and demand a public endorsement of Rick Scott. Don't let McConnell get away with it. So, folks, I think it's time for us to give people a little reminder. We're going to do it in DAIXRP.com. We're going to remind you of 2 or 3 things that you don't, and what I say is never forget who these people are, never forget what they did, never forget the people who were exposed as being bad guys because Donald Trump came along. People we thought were good guys. Mitch McConnell is one of the key figures in that. I'm going to show you that and show you what's going on. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Tell your friends and family to never forget